Hey there, everybody. Thanks for joining me for another one-man review. Today I'll be taking a short look at this book, God Bless the Machine, put out by Strangers Fanzine, made by Connor McCann. This is a nice little, one-off story. It's a one and done. Really interesting art style. I'll say while I'm on the cover, I do like Connor's art better in color because what it allows him to do is just focus on the shadows of the shapes that the shadows make, basically, and not have to have any outlines. And I think that's more effective. In the black and white work, it starts to feel a little bit, especially because some of the pages and the designs are really dense, the line work extra clutters things up. So this is an artist I would really, really like to see be able to have a book in color, because I think dropping the outlines and the contour lines and focusing just on shape and color and shadow would really benefit this artist's work. But really enjoyed the writing. It's a little kind of paranoid sci-fi future story. There's some grotesqueness to it that's appropriate for the story and appropriate for the vision of the world. Really like the design elements here. One thing that I especially like is that the main character, has this AI that's stuck into his neck. He's got a little AI dog stuck into his neck that talks to him, and that seems probable and kind of gross, like this little personal assistant here that he's got, and that throughout the book that the AI assistant wants to get an actual body. And then this character's job, he used to be on a famous TV show within this world. This character here, Hub Honcho Buck, has him managing influencers. They're like a boy band, social media influencers, and they've been kidnapped, and so it's his job to go get them back. That's kind of the thrust of the story. I don't want to get too into it because it's short and you should go buy it and read it yourself, but some things that I really enjoyed here is, he asks the AI to go get something, please, and he says fetching, and I like that, that he chose a dog for that representation. So it's like you tell it to go get something, I'm going to go fetch that information. Here you see the pupa boys. These are the influencers. And again, there's just a lot of design stuff I really like throughout all of this, like these little tiers here. And there's certain points, I don't know if I tagged one, but there's certain points in the book where there will be, at the top, it will be oh, you have to wait 4 seconds until you can continue reading, and they'll give you ads. And of course you can skip, but I like playing along. It's damn, it's like YouTube, I gotta watch these ads in this comic. So I think there's a lot of fun stuff like that. And then really, really smart kind of design decision making. He does a 2-page spread. You can see beautifully designed spread here. Again, I think it would be less cluttered feeling if there were color and we didn't have to have contour line. But planning that spread around on a comic like this, knowing that you're going to be stapled in the middle with this heavier paper and stuff, not getting any gutter loss because you have, this is actually one piece of paper. You're not printing across 2 pieces of paper. So I think that's just shows someone who's really intentional with what they're doing. And that's how the book read to me. Someone who's a very, very intentional artist and intentional, thoughtful writer. And I really like the book because of that. It looks here at the back like there's another one coming up next called Here Come the Locusts. So probably this one looks more like a horror story rather than a sci-fi. And then also just not wasting any space, there's a little one-off autobio comic here and just a little 3-strip panel. So I just, someone who's really, really smart about the design of the book, really, really smart about everything that they're doing, all the decisions that they're making. I do think, oh, here's one of the ads that I was talking about. You can skip this ad in 4, 3, 2, 1. All of that's really smart. I really like it. I do think there's like I said, a crude clutteredness to the art that could work in its benefit. A little bit hard for me to look at. The values and stuff aren't quite worked out in a way that it's easy for me to digest the page, and that may be intentional as well. But like I said, looking at the cover, I just think it's that this is an artist who would prefer to work with shape rather than any kind of line work for the most part. So I would really, really like to see, I don't know if Strangers is going to do any color work, but I would like to see someone throw Connor McCann a color book and see what he can do with that. So definitely go Strangers Fanzine, get this, support it. The more support this gets, the more likely we are to see this artist be able to choose whether they're going to work in black and white or color. Maybe it was a choice, I don't know. But definitely an artist worth supporting and someone I look forward to seeing their career progress. As strangers, most of what they're doing is they're finding artists at the very beginning of their career and giving them a voice, and they're picking really great artists to really enjoy this publisher. So please support Connor McCann. Please support Strangers Fanzine. They're doing great work. If you enjoy what we're doing here on the channel and want to support us, there's two ways to do that. The first one is through our Patreon. We have a couple different tiers of interaction there, early access to our videos, exclusive comic content, stuff like that. We really appreciate it. The money we get from there helps us buy the books that we review. So we just put that back into other creators' pockets, put that back into the community, and help keep showing you cool new stuff. And then if you want to support Living the Line, the best thing to do is support what Sean's doing with Living the Line Publishing. So we'll go ahead and take a look at one of his projects now. House on Fire by Matt Battaglia is a just gorgeous book where Matt's kind of making an emotional response to the years of COVID and wrapping that into a sci-fi dystopian future that really the sci-fi dystopian's backgrounded, and you're focused on the emotional journey of two characters in a really beautiful way. And then that's enhanced by Matt's like really awesome, loose, kind of Paul Popish dry brush work. And then Sean and Matt have worked to get this second kind of orange spot color in there that's going to look really, really beautiful, and has allowed Matt to use his dry brush technique to add tone to the thing too. So with Sean's production technique, this is going to be a gorgeous book with a lot of heart. Thanks for following along. Take it away, Jack.
You want to see all these books? Smash that subscribe button and the like button and the bell, and then you get them.